Hello everyone, it's Sam. Today let's talk about nucleus. So nucleus is like nearly the main part of the cells. So today we're gonna talk about science. So science is we talk about living things, not living things, how it moves. So we talk about the life science, meaning living thing or not living. So we're talking about living things. And living things have cells, one cell or more cells. So today, all the cells will have one thing. There's the nucleus inside that is an organelle like other cells. An organelle is a structure within a cell that does a specific job to keep the cell functioning. So what's the organelles? So now I'm talking about the nucleus. So nucleus is an organelle that that as a storage acts as a storage for all genetic material in cells. So it stores genetic materials. So what's stored is actually called DNA. You might hear this a lot. DNA. Okay, so now I'm gonna paint the structure. Oh, that's not what it looks like. This is what a nucleus look like. There, and this is the first part of it. These are I'm gonna say. First, I'm gonna talk about the nuclear envelope. This is this part. It's a nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope. I'm just gonna write that because I'm not bothering right all the way. Next one, I'm talking about these holes here. The hole is actually called nuclear pore. Nuclear pore. Next one is these things. You might see it's so suspicious. And it's actually called traumantin. You can write it in if you want, but I am quite lazy, so I
Ủa, mẹ phải kêu con chứ.
So next one is right here. These empty spots. It's actually called nucleoplasmic. That's what it's called. And finally, you must think this is nucleus. No. It's actually called nucleolus. This is a bonus O. Nucleolus. So this is the important part of the nucleus, and what it do is a small round organelle that's found inside the nucleus that make ribosomes. So I ask, what's ribosome? So ribosome is a tiny organelles that combine amino acid to make useful protein that the cell can use. So this ribosome make protein, and organism, the nucleolus, make ribosomes, and nucleus have nucleolus. So like that. Nucleolus. Ribosome, and then to make protein. Does that actually store protein, not make protein? It store protein. So now we just talk about nucleus. Let's talk about the nucleolus. What it look like? This is what it look like. It have 3 holes like this. This first hole is actually called granular components, and it's things like a pre-ribosome isomer. That's its job. It just have a pre-ribosome isomer. Next, the second biggest is called a fibrillar center. So what's do is it have RNA and it's transcription. And the last one is the biggest hole, and it's called dense fiber components, and it's a pre-RNA process. That's all of me. I hope you enjoy. Goodbye. See you next time.